This blueprint is going to get you from $0 in revenue to doing your first $10,000 on Amazon. And it doesn't matter if you're just starting out and you're a total beginner with no experience. It does not matter if you do not want to take big risks. And it also, believe it or not, doesn't matter if you don't have a big budget. What we're going to share with you in this video is going to work. And if you stick around, I might just show you a little known way you can make your first sales without investing a single cent in inventory. The process here is incredibly simple. Let's say you found this product lying around your house. So we went to Amazon.com and we searched Batman, Funko, Pop, Joker, and we arrived on this exact item as you can see. Now what's interesting is this sells for $67.60 at the time of recording this video, and it's actually sold by a company called Poggers. Poggers, I have no idea who they are, I've never seen them before, but they are a third-party seller. That's a person like you and me. We're not affiliated with Amazon. We simply sell on the Amazon site. Now, what's also interesting is when we see ships from Amazon, that basically means that Poggers have sent some stock of this item here to Amazon's warehouse and they hold it in stock. And as you can see, it says there's only one left in stock, so order soon. So that means obviously they're about to run out of stock on Amazon. Now, it's selling for $67.60. So if we were able to acquire this for less than that, and it depends on what we can acquire it for, we would obviously make money. We can actually see how much revenue per month this item is producing by going to a tool called Hero Launchpad and using the scanner. There's lots of other tools as well, like BuyBot Pro you can use for this exact same thing. So if we click on the scanner, we can see that this item produces $541 in revenue, which is obviously not very much. It makes 8 sales on a monthly basis. So by no means am I saying this item is going to make you a lot of money or anything like that. It will not, but it does sell 8 units on a monthly basis. And it's selling at quite a high price at $67.60, which tells me it's probably a collectible at this point in time because it's quite likely that this item is no longer really sold or produced. Let's say we sold for $67.59 using Amazon FBA. This is the little calculator, by the way, Hero Launchpad gives you. Again, other tools have similar calculators that you can use. The cost of goods sold. So let's say we bought this item for $20, right? Let's just say we got it from an online retailer, for example, and they were on sale for 20 bucks. But if we did that, we'd make a net profit of $32.38 every time we make a sale. We'd make a margin of 48% and a return on investment of 161%. That means every time we sell this, we grow our initial money by 161%. So obviously that's a great investment because there's not many investments you can do that'll make you 161% after selling it. The problem obviously with this item is it just doesn't make enough sales on a monthly basis for us to make a lot of money. So the goal would be to have lots of items like this that we can buy from retailers at a discount and we can sell on Amazon at their full price. Now in doing this example, we showed you the company called Poggers are in this area here called the buy box. So whenever somebody comes on to this product listing and they click buy now, Poggers are going to be credited with that sale because they're the company that are inside the buy box. And you might be wondering, how can you get in there with your item if you had this exact item? And I'm going to tell you right now. We call this prime positioning. Put simply, there's only 2 things you need to do to position yourself in such a way that Amazon will put your version of this item or whatever you have in front of their best customers. The first thing you can do is match the price that's in the buy box right now, but don't undercut them. Undercutting them could guarantee you get access to that buy box because you're now selling at the lowest price possible, but it's going to encourage a price war. That's not something we want. And the second thing you need to do is you need to utilize fulfillment by Amazon. And that's where you're going to send your inventory, this thing right here, or whatever you have, to Amazon's warehouse, and they're going to put it into stock. If ever you want to get more information on how FBA works, you can just scroll right down to the bottom of Amazon, and you will see Make Money With Us, and you can go to Sell on Amazon. Now, when you click in here, you can see they have a lot of different options like Start and Grow and everything. There's lots of different things you can do, but there's lots of information in here as well about FBA, how it works, how to get a seller account up and running, and so much more. Also, as a side note, I don't recommend you spend a lot of time looking at Amazon's tutorials. They are somewhat helpful, but they never will show you how you actually find product opportunities in the first place. They'll just assume you know what to sell. And of course, that makes sense because they just basically want to get you up and running and selling the item. They'll never show you how to find the item or anything like that. And so if you want to learn more about FBA, you can go to Grow, below and then optimize the orders you fulfill. It might look a little bit different whenever you actually go onto this area. It changes all the time. It'll give you information about getting started and how to get a seller account. It'll tell you about fulfilled by merchant, fulfilled by Amazon, and everything that you could possibly want to know to get yourself up and running. So FBA is fantastic because they're going to ship it out on your behalf. They're going to do the customer support on your behalf. And it's also critical because whenever you're selling an item on Amazon, you got to remember something. You're actually in an auction. Let me explain. So back to our example of the Joker again. This singular item is the only listing on Amazon for this product. As in, there's not like 100 different identical listings of this on Amazon when you search, say, Funko Pop Joker animated series. There's only one, right? So what actually ends up happening here, and we'll show you with Hero Launchpad, it'll be really easy to understand, is when we scroll down, we can actually see all the different sellers who are trying to sell this exact same item. Now, if you're using a tool like BuyBot Pro or whatever the case may be, you'll be able to see very similar features. I just have Hero Launchpad installed on this computer, which is why I'm talking about it right now. But you can see Outlander Toys, they're FBM seller, they're shipping it out themselves. At BB Toy Store, very same. 96 Collective, Poggers, who we looked at there, are FBA. So you can see that these sellers are actually cheaper than Poggers, the company that we've been looking at. They're not getting access to the buy box. Why? Because they're using FBM, they're not using FBA. So when you send your items into Amazon's warehouse, there's massive weight towards your version of the item. I say version, they're all the exact same products, but because you're using Fulfillment by Amazon, because you took the time and effort to get your items into stock in Amazon, it's going to help you sell way easier, because at the end of the day, when someone comes into this listing right here, 83% of the sales will come from this buy box action. Let's talk about costs. I showed you a couple of minutes ago that we use Hero Launchpad here to calculate the profit, but what it also is going to do is within here, just to let you know, it's going to calculate all the different costs that go into actually selling this item, and that's what's going to give you at the bottom line. So some of the costs that are included here are going to be handling charges, shipping charges for Amazon, as well as one of the biggest ones, which is going to be the referral fee, and that's a commission that Amazon charge us every time we make a sale. What the really good thing is about a lot of these charges is that they're mostly what we call variable in nature. What that means is that they will vary depending on how much we sell of a product. So in other words, if we make no sales of our Funko Pop Joker, if we have it in stock, we'll pay the tiniest bit of storage to Amazon, but we won't pay anything else because we didn't make a sale. And that is the beauty of this platform as well. You will only really pay most of your fees as you make sales. And if you hover over this little eye here, again, most of these tools have it, you can see the FBA fees, $4.99, referral fee is $10, storage fee, 8 cents, and again, you can see the storage fee at the other time of year as well. And obviously at the time of recording this, it's in the 8-cent area. So it's very inexpensive to store this within Amazon. So how can you scale this up to get to your first $10,000? The first thing you're going to need if you're using this model, we call it the arbitrage model or the reselling model, is we're going to need access to lots of sources. They are different online stores that we can go to. We can buy things at a discount that we can sell on Amazon at their full price. So I'm on a website called Shoe Carnival here. One of the team sent me this example this morning. I thought it'd be useful to show you. So this item, it says is $20, but actually there's a 25% off discount whenever we go to the checkout. So it's actually more like $15 whenever we actually buy this. So if we do the calculations on that, this is a tool again called BuyBot Pro, where we just did the calculations for you. We'd make $8.68. We'd make an ROI, return on investment, of $57.87 if we were selling this on Amazon at its full price. So if we jump over to Amazon, we can see that we sell it for $34.92. Cost of goods sold, $15, because we could buy it for $15 with that discount that we talked about. That would make us $8.52 net profit per sale, margin of 24%, and an ROI of 56%. And as you know, you can actually go here and it'll tell you all the various different fees. Again, if you're using a different tool, it's fine. It'll tell you the exact same information. So obviously the goal there is going to be lots of different sources where on a daily basis, you can find more and more deals. Just to let you know something, whenever you do go to a source like that Shoe Carnival, for example, you're going to be buying maybe 3 to 5 units from one of those stores. Why? Because if we buy 20, it can cause us a problem, because a company might look at that and go, why are they buying 20? What's going on? So it's not that we're doing anything weird or illegal or anything like that. It's just that companies don't really like the idea or to think you're going to go ahead and resell this item somewhere else. So that's why we kind of fly under the radar by ordering a smaller number of units. So if we go to Shoe Carnival, we would try to find lots of other opportunities where items are discounted there. We can buy them there and we can then sell them on Amazon over at their full price, calculating our profits the whole way. The second way we can scale this up if we want to go a slightly different route would be whereby we actually go to wholesale distributors, companies who actually hold items like Nike or Disney or Lego or whatever the case may be, and we buy items in bigger bulk from there. I'm talking about maybe a box of 10, a box of 20 per item. And we would want to do an order where we have 5, 10 different products and we're ordering 10, 20 units of each different item. So we kind of are in a position where we have more units of an item and then we can replenish that same item because that same supplier is holding that item in stock for longer. We call that the wholesale method, by the way, in case I didn't make that clear enough already. This company right here, 4sgm.com, are a really good example of what I'm talking about. Now, yes, you can go and rush and get an account open with this company, but I will tell you, they do have a lot of people with accounts with them, and there are opportunities to be had here, but they can be difficult to find because they hold so many different items. But I think it's a good example so you can see what a company like this would look like and the fact that they have lots of different products. So even here, you can go to their best sellers and you can basically look through all the different categories and see all the different items that they have. See, these are Disney products right here. These are actual Disney items. They have lots of other, these are quite a well-known brand as well. And most of these items do actually sell on Amazon. And in some cases, you might be able to find you can buy them at the right money or you can make money over on the Amazon platform. Now, I will tell you, some companies like this don't hold these items in stock for the long term. They might have what we call closeouts, which are situations whereby they might have 1,000 units of something or whatever, and it's never going to be repeated ever again. It's end of line. Sometimes they'll offer you deals and stuff like that. They can be a little bit problematic with the wholesale methodology. So we're looking more so for companies like this, but other companies who hold lots of different brands in stock, but they hold them on an ongoing basis so that we can replenish those items as we start to sell them. So let's just say we want to get to $10,000 on a monthly basis in terms of revenue. So that's a pretty good breakthrough goal. Obviously, profit's even better, but let's just start with revenue just for now. And let's divide 30 into that because there's 30 days in an average month. That means we need to do $333 in revenue on a daily basis in order to get to $10,000 revenue per month, right? Simple enough so far. So if we divide into that an average sales price, that's going to give us how many different units we need to sell per day. So let's just say we were having an average sales price of $25. Some things were $40, some were $15, some were $50, and our average was $25, right? That would mean we need to sell 13 units on a daily basis of a $25 item to get to $10,000 on a monthly basis. Pretty good, right? I think I said basis about 100 times there, so I do apologize. So if we look at that and we divide it by an average amount of products, let's say we have 10 products in our business. It means we need to make 1.3 sales per day in order to do that. Really, really cool, and it's a bit of a breakthrough. So I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Do give it a like. It really helps the channel. And also, I recommend you watch this video right now because it's going to take what we talked about today onto the next level. And I hope you enjoyed watching this one. I also hope to see you in the next one, and I'll talk to you soon.